Previously on When the Music Stops.
It's not the real world, it's just a fantasy. But don't those fantasy bubbles pop? Leave you looking for that one someday. Then one someday, the music stops.
Did you talk to Mr. Freeman yet?
Not yet, but I already hear rumors about the new aerial act.
Who?
The Mandels.
They're a top dollar act.
Yeah, you know what that mean.
They're coming with more than one act.
Yeah.
So, we're done? You really think Mr. Freeman will screw us like that?
I hope not. I don't work for elephant pay.
What?
Peanuts.
What if Mr. Freeman keeps us but won't renegotiate our pay?
Then we tell him what he can do with contract. We go back to Venice and open landscaping business. What's so funny?
Oh, you serious?
We be okay.
Yeah, Dad. I know. I miss her.
I know.
Listen, you won't fall apart. You just listen.
What's going on?
Magdalena offers solution to our problem.
What do you mean?
Nikki, I want to help. Your mom was so good to everyone.
Dad, what?
I know I can never be as beautiful and graceful as your wife, but I promise to try my best.
Oh, that's great. Excuse me.
Nikki!
Not now, Magdalena.
Why are you mad? I tried to help.
I'm not mad. I just need some time to get used to the idea, okay?
It make you so unhappy.
No, it doesn't. Really, I'm grateful. I just need some time.
You take all the time you need, but at least
What?
you be here.
Yeah.
This pain, this hurt.
And now stay tuned for When the Music Stops.
It's not the real world, it's just a fantasy. But don't those fantasy bubbles pop? Leave you looking for that one someday. Then one someday, the music stops.
So you think Mr. Freeman will ask us back?
Magdalena's question comes in Cleveland, Ohio, last town of the tour, on a Saturday, between the first and second shows. We're sitting on one of the wardrobe boxes near Clown Alley, eating greasy grilled ham and cheese sandwiches from the circus food wagon. Her question kicks me in the gut, a painful reminder of my mother's wish that we leave once I'm of college age. I don't care about college. I'm not sure Dad does either. But knowing him, he will want to honor Mom's wishes. I take a sip of my iced tea. I thought you said your dad already signed the troupe on for next season. She nods, playing with the belt on her robe. I bought her a new robe for her last birthday. Purple. Her favorite color. I take a bite of my sandwich, realizing after several seconds that she's stopped eating. I know why, so I pretend not to notice. My eyes roam, looking for a distraction. Unfortunately, it comes in the form of my own disdain. I spot Alexis Dimitri over by 16 wagon with Mark, one of the riggers. I wonder if Dimitri is selling Mark oxy or loaning him money.
What?
Nothing. Mark rides a Harley, like several other workmen and performers on the show. At the beginning of the season, Dad bought a motorcycle trailer, so we could make some extra money hauling motorcycles from town to town at $30 a pop. 2 months later, Alexis bought a bigger trailer and charged $25. He's a jerk. Always looking to one-up somebody. He's one person I won't miss if Dad and I don't sign the contract. Magdalena's a different story. I can't even think about how much I'll miss her. Mark hands Alexis a set of keys. Alexis probably loaned him money, and Mark put up his motorcycle as collateral. It's not just a guess on my part. It's happened before. A lot of the workmen try to live beyond their means, which isn't hard since they don't make much. Alexis and Mark walk off in opposite directions. Unfortunately, Alexis is coming toward us. I look away, hoping he'll continue walking. Magdalena picks at her sandwich. Noticing I've stopped paying attention to her, she smiles at Alexis. Just because she's nice to everyone. Damn. Alexis might have intended to keep walking, but he takes Magdalena's smile as an invitation to come over.
Hey, Magda. Nick?
Alexis. With that smarmy smile, he fixes his attention back on Magdalena as if mentally making me invisible. It takes a while for his eyes to make it all the way up to her face.
How did contracts go?
My troupe is coming back next year.
She glances at me.
Nick hasn't been called yet.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm sure it'll be good news for you two.
He sounds about as interested in my return as I am in watching Terry Allen's Lion act. I look at Magdalena, but she doesn't return my gaze. I guess we'll find out soon enough. I'm almost certain we'll get asked back, but just as certain we won't be staying. Dad's tired. He's 40. Over the hill for a circus performer, according to him. At least for one who gets shot out of a cannon. Dad's never looked his age, but I think losing Mom took some years off of him. And of course, there are Mom's wishes.
Don't worry, Nick. I'm sure you'll get asked back.
Alexis decrees it, so it must be true. Ugh. I shrug, catching Magdalena's glance before she turns away.
Maybe we should go celebrate together.
He's talking to Magdalena, of course.
There's a nightclub over on, oh wait, Nick's not 21. Maybe we can score you some fake ID.
What a douche. He thinks he's such a big shot because he just turned 21. Magdalena turned 21 a month ago. I'm 17, but suddenly I feel 12.
That sounds great.
Really? Alexis holds up the keys Mark gave him.
We can take my new Harley.
Yeah, I'm sure the three of us will fit comfortably on that. Never mind that it's 40 degrees out.
Right. Sorry. I guess we wouldn't fit in my Porsche either.
I'm gonna hit him.
Do you think you could get fake ID for Nikki? Dancing sounds good, doesn't it, Nikki?
A riot.
How about that clown? What's his name? Ryan? He looks a little like Nick.
He's 5'4" and balding.
No, I think that's Brian. Ryan is... Wait, which one is Ryan?
The one who owes me $200. Huh.
Wow. I'm suddenly feeling sick to my stomach. I gotta go. Alexis seems glad. I bet he doesn't even know how to ride a motorcycle. He's just showing off. It wouldn't bother me so much if it didn't seem like Magdalena was impressed.
Why, Nikki? We have much time before show.
Well, at least she doesn't want me to go. But I've had enough of Alexis, and he doesn't seem to be making any moves to leave. I've got some stuff to do. I'll see you later, okay? She starts to say something, but I'm already walking away. Briskly.
See ya, Nick.
I wave over my shoulder without turning, then glance at my watch and jog to my dressing room as if I really have something to do. I don't. I just can't get away from them fast enough. I should have kissed her, put my arm around her, done something to show him that she belongs to me. But all I did was run like a stupid little kid. I chide myself for the next half hour in what's now Dad's in my dressing room, forcing the image of Magdalena smiling at Alexis out of my head. I try to think of something less excruciating. The last book I read, the last movie I saw, playing guitar with Trevor. Finally, my mind settles on the subject of contracts. Dad and I haven't even discussed them. I have a feeling he and I will get called up to Mr. Freeman's office just before opening. I wonder what Dad will say, if Freeman will even want us back. He's always looking for new blood, with the exception of our 3-year stint with Reiner's Circus. We've been here a long time. Still, we do have the best wheel act of anyone around. I've been thinking up some new tricks to put in the act just in case we stay. Dad's hardly mentioned Mom in months, though I know he must miss her at least as much as I do. He still sells liquor, but I haven't seen him touch a drop since that night in his train room. He hasn't brought up the subject of college either. I doubt college for me would ever have been on his list of priorities if it weren't for Mom. It's not on mine either. Miss Christine, the circus school teacher, tells me I'm smart. She even arranged for me to take SATs in New York and had me fill out some college applications. She thinks, based on my scores, that I have a good chance of getting into whichever school I want. That doesn't mean anything to me, but I know it would have meant a lot to Mom. I wonder how I'll feel if Dad honors Mom's wishes. How I'll feel if he doesn't. The clowns have started. Opening will be in another 20 minutes.
Holding 5.
Make that 25. As we change into our wheel costumes for opening, Dad whistles like he hasn't got a care in the world. Really, Dad? This could be our last week in the circus and you're acting like it's just another day. I can't stand it anymore. Dad? Yes? Do you think Mr. Freeman will ask us back? Doesn't matter. We're not staying. He hands me a manila envelope. I read the return address. University of South Florida. Just then the German's voice booms from outside our dressing room.
Christoph, Nick, contracts.
Minutes later, we're in Mr. Freeman's office. I always used to be a bit intimidated during contracts, even though my parents did all the negotiating and I just sat there. But for some reason, today I'm not intimidated at all.
Krys, Nick, I'm happy with your acts, and I'd like to sign you on for another season.
Thank you, Mr. Freeman. I'm glad you're happy with us. But I'm getting old. I think this is my last season as Human Cannonball.
Well, I hate to lose you, Krys.
He glances at me, including me in the conversation. It's kind of cool on his part, making me feel like it matters what I think. I wish Dad felt that way. Focusing back on Dad, Mr. Freeman leans forward, elbows on his desk.
Ben Krause is retiring. What would you think about becoming our new performance director?
Dad's eyes light up. Performance directors make more money than human cannonballs, without the danger.
Nick, I was thinking.
Crap, I hope he's not going to ask me to take over the cannon act. Being a daredevil is in my blood, but I'm not sure I want to get shot out of the cannon, though I'd consider it for Magdalena.
How would you feel about doing the aerial act with Magdalena Kovacevic? I spoke with her a bit yesterday. She mentioned how much she enjoyed doing the act with you, Krys.
I enjoy too. She is a lovely girl.
But I understand. Everything has a lifespan. I'm prepared to keep you on as the new performance director if Nick would consider continuing the aerial act with Magdalena.
What about the cannon? He sits back in his chair.
I've got a clown asking to do the canon act. That's no problem. I'm more interested in the wheel and cradle act.
I glance at Dad, floored that Mr. Freeman is offering us such a dream deal. What about the double wheel?
Well, I enjoy the father-son thing immensely. You're a class act. But I get it. Krys, you're tired. You want a less physically demanding job, am I right? I think you would make a great performance director. The performers have a lot of respect for you, and you'll do a terrific job. And Nick, son, you exude charisma. You're young, good-looking, you're a star, Nick. Frankly, I don't think going back to the single wheel act would hurt the show.
My observation, Mom? Mr. Freeman is a smooth operator. I'm ready to sign whatever he puts in front of me. And from the look of Dad's twinkling eyes, I think he might be too.
We can iron out the details of the contract. I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Yes, sir. We thank you, Mr. Freeman, for such generous offer. I look at Dad, my heart pounding. I can hardly wait to tell Magdalena. We appreciate, but I am afraid we have to decline. Mr. Freeman is blindsided. It makes two of us. He hides it better than I do, but I detect a bit of annoyance behind his smile. He's not used to being told no, at least not by a performer. Suddenly, there's something really gratifying about being the first. At the same time, I'm crushed.
Is there anything I can do to change your mind, Krys? More money? Bigger room?
Dad? Nick?
Well, why don't you two take some time to think about it?
He detects dissension in the ranks.
I'll work up some numbers, and we'll discuss this again tomorrow.
He rises from his seat like punctuation to his sentence. And the meeting. It bugs me a little, reminding me why I used to feel intimidated and making me a little glad Dad isn't gushing over his offer. At the same time, I'm glad Mr. Freeman is not giving Dad a chance to turn him down again. Maybe if Dad has time to reconsider what a sweet deal this is, he'll change his mind. At least for another season. College will still be there in 2 years.
Krys, Nick, always a pleasure. We'll speak again tomorrow.
He makes an art form of politely giving us the bum's rush. He stated his case. He doesn't want to hear our answer until it's the one he wants. He opens the door, shaking Dad's hand, then mine. Dad's already in the hall when Freeman grips my hand, leaning in closer.
Talk to your dad, Nick. This is the deal of a lifetime for you and your girl. She's your girl, right? Magdalena?
Yes, sir. He nods, clapping me on the arm.
We'll talk more tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Dad glances at me as I join him in the hallway, then starts briskly toward our dressing room. Dad, what's your rush? We already missed opening. You're right. He slows his stride a bit, just a bit, since he's naturally a fast walker. That was pretty cool. I felt kind of powerful. Yeah, I never feel that good in Freeman's office before. Not even after we get rid of motorhome and your mom negotiate more money and bigger rooms on train. Yeah, I think Mom was a smoother talker than Mr. Freeman. Yeah. You'd make a great performance director, Dad. You think so? Yeah, it's a no-brainer. Come on, bigger room. What I need bigger room for? You moving in? No. Okay, so keep your room. I could use a bigger one. But hey, more money without the big kick in the ass. How much you think he'll offer me for the wheel and aerial act? Doesn't matter. Why not? I already know why not. We're not staying. Dad, Nick, no. You going to college. What if I don't want to? What if I want to stay? You heard what Mr. Freeman said. I don't care what Freeman say. I care what your mother say. And she say you go to college. Dad, Nick, will you at least think about it, please? Okay, I think about it. Thanks. What you thanking me for? For agreeing to reconsider. I don't agree to reconsider. I agree to think about it. I think about how good it's gonna feel to say no again. Disappointed as I am, I can't help but laugh at his comment. And part of me, about 1/4 maybe, kind of looks forward to that too.
Starring the voices of Luke Conkey, Michael Vena, Meghan Strope, and James Levell.
Imagine a time when you were kind to enjoy the show. Tonight it could be magic. Tonight it could be grand. Tonight could be your best night out. So live life while you can. Are you ready, steady, and fit to go? Hello, can I count on you to see me through just one more show? Come on, let's go. It's rock and roll. Just one more show. Come on, let's
Tonight's episode featured music by Rob Garcia and theme song The Music Stops, performed by FM2, written by Bree Hayes and Jax Resto.
Bubbles pop, leaving looking for that one someday. Then one someday, the music stops.
Next on When the Music Stops.
Then one someday, the music stops.
Magdalena?
Hola, Nick.
Hi, Carmen. Is Magdalena in there?
No, she was earlier, but
Is she avoiding me?
should she be?
No,
So you are coming back.
I don't answer.
Hi, Nick.
Carmen, let me tell her, okay? Please? I want her to hear it from me.
Of course.
I gotta go find Magdalena.
Yes. Check ladies' wardrobe.
Thanks.
Leave you looking for that one someday. Then one someday, the music stops.
Nikki, tell my sister you are not leaving. I know she is wrong. Tell her. Oh, Nikki.
One someday, then one someday, the music stops.
Are you okay, Lena?
I don't want to talk to you, Nikki.
Why not? Did I do something wrong?
I'm afraid of what you will tell me.
Lena,
Mr. Freeman did not ask you back, did he?
No. Please don't cry. It won't be forever.
No. When I waited 3 months last year for you to come back to me, Nick, that feel like forever. But at least I see you every day. I watch you every day get a little better. My heart breaks for you because I know how unhappy you were, how much you miss your mom, and how much you blame yourself. And I think maybe...
What?
You blame me too. I love you, Nick. I never loved anyone before. Not like this. I don't understand why Mr. Freeman don't ask you back.
Lena.
Why you not ask me, Nicky? Don't you want to be with me? We can get work anywhere, Nicky. You, me, your dad. He is like second dad to me.
My dad's tired of the circus. He wants to quit.
And you, Nicky? Do you want to quit too?
I don't know. My mother wanted me to go to college. Like she planned it from the day I was born. They spent all these years saving money so I could go. It was her dream.
Is it your dream too, Nicky?
I don't know, Lena. But my dad is set on leaving. He even turned down a job as performance director.
Oh God, Nicky.
Lena.
It's not the real world, it's just a fantasy. But don't put fantasy bubbles pop.
Tune in next week at WKDW 97.5 FM Real Community Radio in Northport, Florida, or www.kdwradio.com for the next episode of When the Music Stops.
That one someday